I'm djTLM, and this is Share the Knowledge. So time to get into a question, and this question is from Sammy, and this question is, how do I know what to play? So for instance, what to play at a wedding, club, or how do I create an effective playlist? So what this comes down to is knowing what to play. Now, of course, I cannot tell another DJ what he or she should play. Well, maybe I could if I had the right information, and that is the key right there. You have to do your research so that you have the information you need to know what type of music you should bring or what type of playlist you should try to create. So for instance, if you're being booked for a club gig, find out exactly what type of party it is. Is there a theme? What type of genres of music are they expecting? Because sometimes if you have a theme, they only want a certain type of music, or in certain areas, certain music is just not wanted. So make sure you know what type of music they're expecting and find out what type of people are attending. Is it a very specific crowd? Are they very young? Are they very old? Is it going to be a mixture of everything? Now, all of those questions, if you get answers to those questions, can help you to create your playlist, or at least to pack the right tracks in your digital crates, or even if you're using records in your normal crates, because that really helps. Now, with digital DJ software, or if you're using CDJs and you're bringing just some flash drives, it has become easier to just bring a lot more music, a lot more genres, a lot more folders. So even if you're not totally prepared for what type of party it is, most likely you will still have the right genres of music in your crates. Now, if you want to take it a step beyond that, if you really want to have a playlist, but you don't have the information of what type of people are attending, you might be setting yourself up for some nasty surprises. Because if you plan and make a track list, make a playlist, and you put all sorts of songs in there, but once you get to that event, you find out that the crowd is totally not into what you put in that playlist, you're screwed. So in that case, my style, playing freestyle, really helps. I bring all sorts of music, but I look at the crowd, I read that crowd's reaction to what I play, and that will dictate what I'll play next. It makes it easier for me to perform that way. That's why I would not make a track list or playlist if I have no idea what type of party it is. Now, if you tell me in advance exactly what the theme of the party is, and it's very specific. So for instance, it's a party where they will only play future bass or strictly new jack swing, just one or two genres and even a specific time. That makes it a lot easier to maybe make a playlist, because if I know for a fact that that entire crowd is there for new jack swing, I know what I'm looking for. So I can bring all the good new jack swing, and of course, just to be safe, I'll also bring some classics and some of that 90s hip hop that came in that same era, because I know that the people that like that new jack swing are also going to like those tracks. So that 90s hip hop, R&B, a little bit more up tempo. So you know exactly what to bring. Again, even when I bring all that, I'll still be checking the crowd, because if there's more women, it's going to be a little bit different than when there's more men. And you want to make sure that you cater to that crowd in the right way. And even if there's more men, you don't want to go all out and play strictly for the dudes, because there's still females in there. You actually want to make sure that they don't leave, because if you're stuck there with only guys, it's not always a good look. So information, doing research and having that information is key to knowing what type of music you should bring and maybe even play. But then again, I would always suggest that you practice learning how to read that crowd reaction, because that really helps out when you do your set. Now, if it's not a club gig and we're talking about a wedding, information is even more important. If you're being booked for a wedding, most likely you're going to have at least one or more meetings with your client. That's the couple that's getting married. And you want to really make sure that you're getting the information. What is the type of music that they want to hear? And also what type of people are attending. Now, I'm not a big wedding DJ. I don't have a lot of experience with it. All of the weddings that I've done so far were bookings where people booked me for me because they really like the type of music I play. So I got to do exactly what I do in a club. But for most wedding DJs, it's a little bit different. It's much more like mobile DJ gigs where you have to play a lot of different music. You have to play a couple of songs for the grandma, and you have some songs for the couple, but then you also have your typical songs at weddings. I can't name songs. I don't play weddings like that, but you have to do a totally different type of research, but make sure you talk to the client and meet their expectations.